Okay, I'm going to show you a few tricks on how you can pause Dialogflow and take over live. And these are tricks that you can only do with Janis as your Dialogflow manager. These are some special functions that we've built into Janis. And so let's create an intent. And let's say somebody is going to want to buy something. Let's say they want to buy a car. So we'll call this car buyer lead. Whoops. And they might say, I'm interested in buying a car. I want to buy a car. Do you have cars for sale? Okay, so now we've added a few phrases that users might say that would indicate that this is a lead. And we want to act on that lead quickly. We may not want the bot to continue the conversation. At that point, we may want to bring a human in the loop. And so you can get alerts in Slack, and you can trigger alerts for when this intent is hit and act on those alerts. But you can also do things directly in any Dialogflow intent. So let me show you a few of these tricks. You'll see here in the actions and parameters, pause. So if you just add pause into the field, it will pause Dialogflow when a user hits that intent. If you add human, then it will trigger an alert. So anytime you want to get an alert that a human should be brought in the loop, then just add human into the intent and it will automatically trigger that. So we have keywords that will trigger this alert, this human alert, like if they say help or assistance or support or start chat. But you can just add human into this field and it will trigger it as well. So you don't have to use just our keywords to trigger that alert. You can set that alert yourself directly in any Dialogflow intent. And then finally, you can add takeover. Takeover will trigger both that human request alert, that human assistance alert in Slack, and it will pause Dialogflow for you automatically. So you'll get the alert, you'll click into the conversation to chat with the user, and the bot will already be paused. So it essentially opens up a live chat automatically for you. It's like an auto pause. So again, pause will just pause Dialogflow. Human will just trigger an alert. But takeover will trigger both the alert and it will pause Dialogflow for you. Now, if you're using the actions and parameters field for something else, it's already being used by a different function, you can just add them as parameters too. And so you would add pause and you'd set the value to true. And that will automatically pause Dialogflow when the user hits the intent. You can add human, set the value to true, and it will trigger an alert for you. Or add takeover. And if the value is true, it will trigger an alert and automatically pause Dialogflow. So we'll keep Dialogflow paused for 10 minutes unless there is no messaging activity, in which case it will resume the bot. And you can also just add a response. So I'll bring in a human to help you. Please stand by. So these are things that users say. These are some actions or parameters that we can create to initiate a human takeover and a pause of Dialogflow. And then there's a response that we can send right back to the user.